All right, everybody. How are we doing? Give me 1 second here. Wait, give me a sec. Oops. All right. How's everybody doing? My name is Elijah. Some of you have spoken to me. Some of you have not spoken to me. A lot of you probably, have at least heard something from me. I might have annoyed you with a lot of messages on both backstage and now through text. But I'm the head of Lacuna Comet, and today we're going to talk about some stuff.
I'm Chebecca.
Chebecca is the chief operating officer and also one of our co-directors. You'll be seeing him a lot. I don't know if any of you were here yesterday. I don't see everybody that's here, but if you were, first of all, I look a lot different than I did yesterday. And I was the only one here. Now we're doing this with two people. So you'll kind of get a sense for two of the main people you'll be talking to. Unfortunately, we don't have the third, which would be Julia, but you'll be learning a little bit about her as well today. So yeah, let's just get started. I really like everybody's tastes in movies. I looked through them. A lot of these, some of these I haven't seen, but I recognize most of them, and I will definitely put the ones I haven't seen on my watch list. We got some good stuff here. I'm just looking through them.
Whoever said Requiem for a Dream, love you.
All right.
Amazing. Really sad.
We're going to get this thing started, set up. Just 1 second here. All right. All right. Everybody good to go? Everybody can see this. Let me pull up chat on the side here so that people can talk as we're going. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, welcome to Lacuna Comet. Again, my name is Elijah. This is Chebecca. Another person that should have been here is Julia. Again, you'll be learning more about her. So Lacuna Comet and you, we're going to start off by talking a little bit about the company and what role you guys are going to play and, where the process goes. That's pretty much the whole thing that we're going to be talking about today, the process with where we're at right now and where it will be in the next couple months.
Who are we? We are Lacuna Comet Productions, an indie film company in the Westchester, PA area. So far, there's not much to see and say about us and what we can do. We're very new, and we've spent the past few months of our birth developing a formula in which we can thrive and create magic for everyone inside and out of the process of our filmmaking.
Oh, that's one thing to note, guys. Westchester, PA area. You don't have to be local to Westchester. Our main filming locations are going to be in and around Chester County and Philadelphia area. So if you're in that type of area or you can commute to that type of area, you're perfect for what we're going to be doing. If you are not local, we unfortunately do not provide travel incentives. That's just not something that is going to be in our budget as of right now. One thing I will say is we are going to provide remote opportunities. So if you have, a position that you're looking for that is unfortunately not remote, that you unfortunately cannot attend because of distance, I would still take a look at what you can do with us to help out remotely. And then as things grow and as things change, we might gain a budget to be able to get you guys out here. Our whole thing is growing together. So if you are looking for something else, maybe start with something that you find interest in for now. And then if you're an actor, maybe in a couple productions, you'll be able to fly out here or whatever it may be. I know that most of you are local through backstage. I saw that. But again, yeah, those of you that aren't. All right. Let's meet the main few you'll be working with on and off set. So you've met me and Chebecca, but we did write a little bit about ourselves here. I am the lead and founder of Lacuna Comet Productions. Elijah. I've made it my sole goal to create a filmmaking formula that brings out the best in independent artists. I hope that both on and off set, each and every one of you is able to secure a spot and a home with us, and that together we can build an amazing filmmaking community and family together, because that's honestly what it's all about for me.
My name is Chebeka Campeshi. I play and write music, and I absolutely love cinema, if that doesn't sound pretentious. There's a lot I can say about myself, but I'd rather you learn about me through personal interactions because that's what I always prefer.
All right. Third main person you'll be going to and speaking with on set and stuff is our lead writer and VP, Julia. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it once again, but you will be seeing her around. She'll be on set, I'm assuming, every day. She wrote, "I'm a movie junkie and have been writing since I could understand the alphabet. I want to help you maximize your capabilities at portraying a character while also being there to provide a creative touch." Yeah, guys, so we all have these titles, right? So, you know, Chebeka is the chief operating officer. I am the head and founder. Julia is the lead writer and VP. These titles are just the roles that we take behind the scenes type of thing, but we are all co-directing our projects together. So on set and even off set, if you guys have any questions for anything, if you guys are, you know, looking for something, we are all there equally to give you notes, to help you and everything. And if one of us doesn't know, like have an answer to something or doesn't know something, we have each other to bounce back on. So we are all pretty much one person in that sense. You can talk to any of us about anything, and an answer will get to you. Help will get to you, whatever you need.
What we've accomplished so far. Lacuna Comet is still a very new concept. With this new formula and the name Lacuna Comet, we haven't done much. But before this new era, another reigned supreme.
So guys, once upon a time, me, myself, and Elijah, I made short films and skits with only the help of a few high school friends. And a lot of the times, because I love doing it so much, I always wanted to do it. It's all I ever wanted to do. I would do it alone because a lot of the times those friends wouldn't be available. And so I would, you know, do the whole process, but alone, which is very difficult, by the way, for those of you that don't know. So the things that I made are not what they're all cracked up to be as far as what I can do, I believe. But before Lacuna Comet, we were known as KZ Productions, and I took up the screen name Clubsert. I did freelance film for clients and everything, again, 100% on my own. But what does that look like? Here's a super quick look. This is an old reel, but it's a 2021 demo of what I was doing in that year. So yeah, you'll kind of get to see what I've been up to before this.
Can't we be going for the weekend? I called South London. Fine.
This is a VFX test to see if I can make myself look older than I actually am. Back in 2019, I spent 6 months working in the lowest of low-end jobs.
This piece is cold.
That's what happens when you show up 30 minutes late, but I can get you another one. It's gonna be
To measure what love you throw around, I could never pull you down.
And you know what the last thing she said to me was? She said that I was obsessive and I wasn't worth any of her time. Do you know why she said that shit to me?
No. But the question is, do you?
Down.
You're picking us off one by one.
I ate soap.
Jimmy ate soap and that brought him out of commission for a little bit. Jimmy's about to eat bar of soap. Oh, chew and swallow, chew and swallow.
Yeah, swallow it.
It's from tongue soap. It's real. It's real soap.
My mom used to make me eat soap when I was little. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I don't.
I ain't going to reverse factory. Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
What else didn't happen?
Epstein didn't even exist.
Exactly. I needed paint.
All right. So as you can see, let me fix this. Every time. It's just a lot of dumb fun, you know, but that's still the vibe that it's going to be on set, but dial down a little bit. Like, we're not going to be rolling through I mean, we can. You want to roll through the grass? We can roll through the grass.
It'll be fun, make it a little bit itchy.
So what is our mission? Our mission at Lacuna Comet Productions is to create a filmmaking formula for independent creators that works. We want to and will make memories that last and carefully crafted films that will bring us up in the industry, keyword together.
What role do you play? Well, that's a silly question. Whether you're an actor, writer, production assistant, makeup artist, intern, set designer, whatever the case may be, we cannot do this without you. As long as you follow our schedule and do the best you can at being committed to your responsibilities with us and offset, we cannot and will not fail. Enough said.
That's Stanley in the corner there. I love Stanley. All right, guys. So just play fair. All that we ask is that you respect your time on set and with your responsibilities on whatever you're doing. It's still going to be a laid back setting. Thing is, the amount of respect and work given to our project by you will be reciprocated by our lead directors, us two and Julia. We are here to have fun, of course, but with projects that require such intricacies, there is a time and a place to listen. If a project lead asks you to do something, just simply do it. Obviously, only if it pertains to your actual role. And if everyone follows a simple rule, it secures a better environment and experience for everyone, guaranteed. Thing is, guys, it will be laid back. I can guarantee you that. But when we're actually, really dialed in on what we're doing, it's going to be us directing you. That's our job. We're directors. So I'm sure everybody here understands that, being in the industry and everything like that. But if there is any point where you feel uncomfortable in the environment we're providing, please be transparent and feel free to step away at any time. We don't want to push anybody past their limits. We're not paying you, obviously, to be there, which is something we're going to talk about in a second here. So we're really trying to, sell that fact of creating a really nice environment for everybody. So what are some of the benefits of working with us?
Bad news. Unfortunately, as of the moment, Lacuna Comet Productions does not have the budget to pay our cast and crew. We will be very transparent with that fact. We will also never make you sign any contracts other than the video release forms, unless any of you have special requests that require legal documentation, because we are very flexible with that.
That's the thing, guys. We don't need you guys to sign anything other than video release forms unless you guys have like a separate contract that say your agent wants us to sign for each other or whatever to cover yourself with something. I can't think of anything per se, but when we're working in an industry that is so low budget and everything like that, we can understand it as long as it doesn't harm us and it is benefitory on both sides. We're not going to have a problem with it. Just come to one of us separately and we'll be able to talk more about it. Beneficial, that's the word. Beneficial. Is benefitory a word?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anybody have a dictionary?
The good news. We wanted to give the bad news before the good news. But the good news about the fact that we're not paying you guys, unfortunately, is the formula that we developed for our process is 100% based around that unfortunate fact. With our membership benefits program, we believe you'll find incentives that will be very much worthwhile. So let's take a look at exactly at what that entails.
The small stuff. Your lead director will provide catering every day on set. Please inform us of any allergy or food you cannot have. Free cast and crew merchandise will be given at the wrap party for each project.
Yeah, the allergy thing is important, guys. Very, very important. We are going to provide catering on set. Yes, that is very true. One of the documents we're going to have you guys fill out is anything about health issues or allergies or anything that we should be made aware of. Please pay close attention to that because we don't want there to be a day on set where we don't want any accidents in total, but we don't want, especially something as stupid as somebody has a peanut allergy and they go down from PB&J. That's not something we're looking for. The free cast and crew merchandise is dependent on whatever project you're on. So for this, it'll be Citrus Rush. We're going to try to make some nice Citrus Rush merch. If you're a lead actor, you might have your face plastered on your own hoodie. No, we'll see. Our An Eye for an Eye program. By working with us, you're securing yourself the opportunity for free help with your creative visions outside of our projects. Even if you don't have a creative vision, if you own a small business, have a meme you want to make, but you just don't know how to edit, we'll do almost anything. So if you have an idea for a project you need done, consult one of your project leads ASAP. One thing to note, guys, is any project with the help of any other member of Lacuna Comet must be credited back to the company. I wrote that, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm only concerned about the member that has provided the service. The reason I wrote the company is because of what's up next, which is through the website itself. We'll have, it's pretty much a portal for connections. So you'll have a little page on our website and stuff like that. So crediting it back to whoever helped you on it is something that people can just kind of go around on the website and it's all there for them.
Exposure and connections. Not only will we slap your name on the credits of every project you work on, depending on your role, but there will be a plethora of connections coming your way if you become a loyal member of the team. Your name, your face.
Our website, this is what I was just talking about, will feature a page showing each one of our members, what they do, and a brief message of your liking. You will also have the option to add social links, websites, contact information, etc. to your page. So if someone watching our content is looking for your type of work and they like you, this gives them the option to contact you for the services you provide. One thing to note about this as well is the next part of this is all connects to each other because it's really nice to have everybody on the same page in a literal sense. Because when we do what I'm about to talk about next, which is film festivals and stuff like that, someone sees like, oh that guy's a great actor, like I'm going to contact him. They can go to our website and they have everybody there that's worked on anything. So you can definitely give them your contact information as well. But having everything on the website is also really nice, just so that people can go straight to it and see it. Well, he was on this, he was on that, let's contact him, let's do that. And it's a great way to just get more, contacts.
Touring our work. We're initiating a new system with our projects. Touring what we worked so hard for people to see. This simply means submitting our films to film festivals, wherever we can find them. Depending on who and what it is, depending on who and what is allowed for each festival, you may or may not have the option to attend based on what you've done. We will always let you know this in advance. This gives opportunity for growth, connections, exposure, and a bit of money depending on the quality of our work.
Yeah, so the thing about film festivals is it depends on the festival. It comes festival to festival. Lead actors are almost guaranteed a spot most of the time. Obviously, you know, us as directors will be there and everything. If you guys have smaller roles such as like editing and I don't know. I've been to a few and they vary. So the thing about it is they still credit everybody even if they're not there. So people can see the edit for like Citrus Rush. And if you're the editor for Citrus Rush or something, this is just an example. Someone could like the edit of the movie itself and be like, oh, I really like that editor. And they'll go to the credits or whatever and figure it out. And they can contact you once again. So even if you're not physically at the festivals, they are a lot of fun to be at. So I hope everybody gets a chance to. But even if not, you're going to be able to gain something from it just by you being a part of the film itself. Lacunites. This is name work in progress, a new end of the year celebration that is in its early stages of development. This is a celebration and award ceremony to commemorate what we've done in that year and those that excelled in their duties on and off set. It's pretty much like our Oscars, guys. This will be the perfect way to make connections and meet new people. We are also looking at opportunities to book special guest appearances from Hollywood actors, directors, musicians, etc. The thing about this is, which is really cool, is again, connections, but you could be on one project and have others be on another, and you'll be able to meet them and connect with them. Like you'll hopefully, if you're working with us, you'll be watching what we're doing, even if on the stuff you're not on. And if you're there at the end of the year, say you're on Citrus Rush and you're playing one of the main characters on that, you might have someone from one of the other projects that's a main character on that. You'll get to meet them, and it's a really cool feeling. Like, oh, I loved you on Citrus Rush. I loved you on confidential name that I can't say. Like, it's just really fun it's a really fun idea that we're working on to have everybody come together at 1 year. And this will be something that if you're a part of the business in any way with us, working with us in any way, you'll be invited. So you'll be able to come around and just hang out with people. What's next for us? You are next. Just by being here, reading this, signing up, whatever the case may be, you are one step closer to being a part of a new era. Our next step is to take a look at our next production and what that looks like. Okay, so most of you, I'd assume, know about Citrus Rush. It's probably what you signed up for. Citrus Rush is our next upcoming production. Most of you, again, should know a bit about it, but if not, all information is on our website. A little information for actors. I've gotten this question a lot. Auditions end on January 28th. We will contact you within that week, regardless on if you secured the role or not. I've had some early auditioners, and I got this question yesterday after the webinar, so I'll say it now as well. Either way, some people that already auditioned, they have messaged me and stuff saying, hey, like, I didn't know that this was the due date. For some reason, I thought it was sooner. Can I delete my old one and submit a new? You don't have to delete the old one. If you think you can do better, just submit another one. We're not going to knock you for retrying an audition. We know that it takes work to create a character. So don't knock yourself if you don't, for whatever reason, like the performance you gave in the first one. Just redo it and study the script and really nail it, because you've got some competition. For crew members, we'll also be contacting you to fill on-set roles within that same time period. So start thinking about if you're wanting to be a part of the crew, start thinking about what kind of duties you guys want to have on set, what kind of role you want to play, what you're best at, that sort of thing. And we will be filling roles for that as soon as we can. This is our estimated schedule for where the process is going to take us. So February 5th and 6th, actors will have already known if they secure the role or not, and the actors that have will receive their schedules for production. February 12th and 13th, the crew will receive their schedules. It might be before that, but it'll definitely be by that point. February 19th is going to be the table read, photo shoots, and happy hour. You will receive more information about that as it comes. That's all one place, by the way. It might be here. I don't know exactly where yet, but again, you'll receive that information as it comes. It's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get to meet all the actors we're going to be working with and everything like that. Just have a good time. And then while we're having that good time, photo shoots for all of the people that are going to be a part of it, some character photo shoots and stuff. And then after all that's done, we're going to do the table read, and you'll actually, for the first time, be able to kind of get the vibe for who you're going to be around and what your character is going to be like and stuff like that. February 26th, March 5th, and March 12th is going to be rehearsals. These are going to be shorter days, guys, and they're going to be about us trying to mold the characters themselves. This is going to be in one location. Again, you'll get that information as it comes. But it's just going to be something that we can really nail the character and work on the script and everything like that. Starting March 19th, filming will commence every Sunday. Again, we don't know exactly how long it's going to be filming wise, but you will definitely know that before we start filming, way before we start filming. It's just we don't know what the shooting schedule looks like because we don't know how many scenes, what days. We have to take a look at that. That's something we're going to look at in the next few weeks. But you'll find out as you come. Guys, that's everything for today. We're going to take a few minutes here to go over some questions that people might have, and anything else that anybody wants to go over. We have some time. So if you want to stick around, go for it. I'm going to give everybody the option to unmute. Okay, so if anybody wants to unmute, ask any questions in chat, go for it.
That's great.
Anything at all, guys, that's on your mind. We had a lot of questions and it got some really nice conversations rolling.
How long is Citrus Rush going to be when you're finished?
So as of right now, the script is a bit over 35 pages. So about 35 minutes, 40 minutes or something like that.
Cool. Thanks.
Yep. What else we got?
I'm just wondering what some of your favorite movies are.
Oh, some of my favorite movies. One of my favorites right now is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's been a favorite of mine for a while, but I just rewatched it, so it's been on my mind. I really like Whiplash. I honestly like so many that I love so much that I pull from. Yeah, no, I really, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on this.
There's too many.
I mean, Tarantino movies are great as well. You know, the classic.
Yeah.
I was just about to say Inglourious Bastards is my favorite.
Yeah, you said Whiplash. That's probably my favorite movie ever.
It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing, yeah.
It's really good. All right, what else we got?
Hi.
Hi.
I had like a slight question. It was kind of on like the character, like in the scene, like she's supposed to have a gun. I was wondering, what like that's gonna be like a fake gun, right? Or like
Yeah, we're not gonna have any, you know, Alec Baldwin situations and
okay, good.
it's gonna
Okay.
be 100% a fake gun.
Okay, thank you.
All right, what else are we looking for, guys?
I had one question.
Yeah.
Are you staying just in like Chester, or are you going to like the greater Chester area, like the surrounding areas and stuff like that?
We don't know exactly. We know
Okay.
it's gonna vary. We haven't done location scouting or anything like that. I'm thinking of, I have a few locations in mind in around Philadelphia, around Westchester. It's really just depends on what we can find and what we can work with. So
Okay, so I have like maybe two more questions.
Sure.
My second question is, so once you like choose the cast and stuff like that, is there a place that we can all have, not maybe get each other's contact information? So say if some people want to schedule maybe like, a van ride or something like that, or anything of that nature, if that's possible, is that something that would be available?
So as soon as we cast, we're gonna make like group chats and connect everybody instantly. That's
Okay.
something that we're gonna do instantly. So you guys will be able to figure out whatever you guys need to figure out together, start to make acquaintance. We want to make sure that by the table read, everybody's kind of already knows each other a little bit and is, contacted with each other already a little bit.
Okay, cool. That sounds really good. And then my third and final question is, when it comes to, you said that when you start filming in like late February, early March, you'll be filming mainly on Sundays. Is there like, I know this is like a very difficult question to ask, but do you guys know what time you will be starting by and what time you'll be finishing by?
So it does depend on the day, but we're looking at 8-hour days.
Mhm.
Definitely gonna be on the morning side, mostly depending on, I don't think we have too many night sequences. But it is definitely it's gonna be more early for the crew than you guys. I'm looking at probably 8 o'clock start for the crew, and then like 10 o'clock start for the cast. But that's the reason one of our main incentives is providing food on set, is because it's 8-hour days. We don't want you to starve.
Yeah, wouldn't want anybody falling out.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys.
What else?
I have another one. Are you guys like close to like Amtrak? Or like, cause I would probably take like Amtrak to around the area. Is that like close to you guys?
Yeah, the place we're at right now is actually like a 5-10 minute drive from Exton Station. So we have the regional rail lines close by. I don't know about on set how easy it'll be. But if you secure a role or whatever you're doing, if you secure a spot with us for this production, we don't technically provide transportation for non-locals, but if you need like a ride from like a train station to set, if it's reasonable, we can set something up for you. More than likely, just talk to us separately when it comes to that point.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Anything else? We're open books. All right, guys. Then that's everything for today. Yeah, so if anybody has any more questions, feel free to stick around. We're just gonna, or actually better yet, contact us. You all have my phone number. I'm gonna put the website in chat and the email in chat as well. Oh. Okay. And then okay. All right, that's everything then. You guys can head out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to stick around. But thank you guys so much for coming. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Night.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I haven't looked at your auditions yet, at the scripts.
Mhm.
So can I apply for anyone? Can I do as many, self-tapes? What?
So, yeah, you can. I know for the smaller roles, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, because I was having trouble finding where I can find the script to study for the, to make a self-tape. And I just found it. I'm like, I was like frantically looking for it right now. And I'm like, oh, here it is. So,
Yeah.
but I see there's more than one role that I, might try out for, like the mom, the doctor, and I think there's another character as well.
So for the smaller roles option, it's just one application, and then we'll take that. You can put the one, when you're applying and submitting your audition, when it says like what role are you applying for or whatever, you can put whatever role you would like the most. The smaller roles script is just a monologue. It's not a part of our actual script for that.
Yeah.
Just because there's too small to really do real auditions for. So when you audition, just put whatever role you're looking for most, and then we will, if for whatever reason it's filled or we think you'd be better as another character, we'll let you know and we'll give you options as well.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, thanks so much. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good night.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, guys.